impeachment hearings proceed on Capitol Hill, former Lieutenant Governor and former Congressman Diego Benavente urges lawmakers to hold the governor accountable. In a letter addressed to the chair of the impeachment panel, Representative Joseph De Leon Guerrero, and the chair of the Committee on Judiciary and Governmental Operations, Representative Ralph de Mapan, Benavente writes, quote, "Promises have been broken, private pockets filled, pension fund raided, and undisclosed master plans implemented. Every aspect of the economy has been made to suffer, and yet accountability still seems to be elusive. Maybe the time is now at hand for a real reckoning," end quote. The retired public official is especially critical of Fitial's signing of a no-bid power plant deal with Delaware firm Saipan Development.
I know that there were a lot of other reasons to justify impeachment, whether it's, described in the Constitution as corruption or felony or neglect of duty, but this particular case really should be a strong enough reason alone, because it's so critical when it comes to the impact of this community.
Under the terms of the power purchase agreement, CNMI ratepayers would be on the hook for a guaranteed minimum price of about $21,000 every day for 25 years, not including fuel, operations and maintenance, and other overhead expenses. And although Fitial publicly suggested that the deal might drastically reduce power rates by over 50% from the current 38 cents to 18 cents per kilowatt hour, Benavente says the math and the actual terms of the agreement just don't add up. One section, for example, states a goal of producing power with at least a 10% improvement in efficiency. The goal is no guarantee, and in any event, he says, 10% is a far cry from 50%. Calling the contract one-sided and totally unbearable, Benavente also objects to its sole sourcing, which he says undermines the local business community and bypasses internationally well-known companies.
Know that a sole source can be done. It's legal if it's done properly. And really the way it's done normally is the agencies would justify the need for this sole source, right? In this case, it would be CUC that would justify the need for this sole source, and then what would make that legal is by the Attorney General signing off on that. But I just felt strongly about sending this letter because that didn't happen. As a matter of fact, the agency, in this case CUC, had some reservations with this whole project.
Benavente says he supports the ongoing impeachment proceeding, though he wishes it would happen more quickly. In his letter, he calls on lawmakers to send a strong and unequivocal message to the business community that there will be predictability, accountability, and transparency in the CNMI's dealings. Voters may also soon be sending a strong and unequivocal message of their own. Benavente predicts that impeachment will be a major issue in the November election.
So I believe that those who support the impeachment would be voting against the governor's candidates, and so I do believe that given where the impeachment process is at right now, especially given that there are certain current members of the legislature who have publicly made their position known, it'd be interesting to see just how they fare in the upcoming election.